Hello and welcome to the Stuck Mic AvCast. I'm Carl Valeri and I'll be your host today. This was supposed to be a regular episode where we talked about the upcoming Florida International Airshow. I'm here live in Treasure Island. This is where we used to live on the island. I'm at my father-in-law's place, and obviously it's been quite a lot of devastation here on the island. One of the things I want to talk about is the devastation that both hurricanes have had on general aviation here in Florida. And one of the things I want to talk about is Helene and Milton that came in, and this is the aftermath. But it's not just affected the people that live here. It's affected many of the general aviation airports and also the first responders and the ability to get to people. So if you notice, I'm going to hopefully put some pictures up on our in the videos here. My producer hopefully put some of those up of all the EMS crews that are lined up over at Lakeland Airport. Right now, if you don't know where Treasure Island is, on just north of St. Pete Beach, if you know where Albert Whitted is, Albert Whitted Airport, and if you just go due west and you hit the coast, that's where Treasure Island is. Albert Whitted was decimated. Hopefully the producer can put some of those pictures up there. But what had happened to general aviation, and aviation in general, it shut down, okay? But GA really was hit hard. If you notice, a lot of these people that couldn't get out or didn't get out, hangars destroyed, and also some of the airplanes were destroyed. But one shining light is the fact that they were able to find other places. Shout out to Sun and Fun. They parked a lot there. Also, people parked in our hangar. I'm at the Aero Center over at Lakeland Airport, and you'll see some of the EMS that was actually placed there. I'm going to do a little bit of walkthrough here as far as maybe, if you don't mind, just me walking and talking for this episode. Like I said, I mean, this has been a bit of a challenge for us here in GA. The other thing that has really been affected is a lot of the flight trainings. Most of the schools, the smart schools, they got out. They wound up moving their airplanes out of the state. Some of the schools that did not and have not in the past usually wind up shutting down. So it really has affected a lot of the flight training. But I tell you what, bouncing back very quickly, which is a good thing. But in areas like this where we still don't have any power, we don't have any sewer. As a matter of fact, during the last storm, had to turn off the sewers and to move forward. So that's what we're looking at here as far as GA is concerned. In PIE, St. Pete, Clearwater International Airport, they actually wound up having to shut that airport down. And I know Tom Frick, who's our co-host, he had a lot of effects from that storm. But we're bouncing back. As you can tell, it's been a bit of a challenge here on the island, and it's been a bit of a challenge in GA in general. But talking as far as the effect on GA, I think a lot of people forgot that the Carolinas got hit really hard, but also here in Florida, it's really been quite a challenge for the general aviation market. But it really, but we're, like I said, the great thing about GA is we're resilient. We're bouncing back. I just wanted to do a really quick episode about it. I just doing this kind of, not as my scripted normal self, but just a quick, talk about, what's happening here with GA. Lakeland Airport, Winter Haven, a lot of those airports they're bouncing back too. We're able to get people in and out. The great thing about GA that's really cool is the fact that we're doing a lot of relief flights, both within this state and also in the Carolinas. But there is a lot more that needs to be done. So I just want to make sure that people do know that as far as the interview we did for the Florida International Airshow, that's the one in November we were going to do. That one actually is being canceled. But I wanted to still do that video and do that interview with Denise Dole, the president of the Airshow, because it was some really good information about the challenges of an air show and things changing last minute. Here's a real good example of things changing last minute. I hopefully you'll get some value out of what we're doing here today and this quick update. I know that we've kind of gone silent for a little while. Well, this is why. Really haven't. We've had a lot of challenges just being able to get all the equipment and everything out of the house. Luckily, some of the people here, like for us, we're on stilts, as you can tell. Mostly all the debris that you're seeing here is from everything downstairs and some things that are upstairs. Hopefully we'll have some power back in the future, but some of the things that just I want to, on a positive note, some of the great things that have happened within the general aviation community here in Florida, as people stepped up, they've decided to help and bring both materials and aid, and also people and pets, and also surveillance. I mean, if you've seen some of the news media, you've seen from up in the sky, you've seen some of the things that some of the drones and also some of the airplanes have been flying around and assessing the damage, like here, and even finding people, which is absolutely terrific. So we in the general aviation world, we're resilient. We'll get past this, but I really wanted to give you a quick update as to what's happened at GA here in Florida, especially on the West Coast, Southwest. And I know Punta Gorda and Sarasota, I would have loved to go down there and check that out, but there a lot of those places are still having problems coming back online. Hopefully you've enjoyed this quick episode and this quick update about general aviation in Florida. If you liked it, please subscribe and also hit the like button. I know this is a lot shorter than I normally would do, and this is quite unscripted, but if you could, please pray for us, and also keep us in your thoughts and prayers as far as moving forward with the general aviation in Florida. And if you know anybody here in Florida, check on them. Say, hey, how's everything down there? Because a lot of times people don't realize what's happened and the devastation in those hangars. We'll give us some more pictures of some of our friends. Shout out to Chris Gregory for what he's done, and also in GA and his positive attitude. You saw there'll be a picture we'll throw up here of the Stearman that he flies. But again, thanks to everybody and all their thoughts and all the comments you've made about this. And hopefully we'll see you in the next episode. And don't forget to do something today to move forward in your flying career and your flying life. Take care now.